guys, welcome back to my show. Bitch is my birthday. Let me stop. I know some people watch my channel like hell nah and click off, and guess what I gotta say to them? Deuces. All right, y'all, so it is my birthday, so if you guys see me a little bit more hyped than the usual, then y'all should be happy because y'all know y'all finna get a bomb ass story time. Let me refresh you guys' memory, because I know some of y'all about to be like, really, Irene? It's been 4 months, okay? I just literally just went to go check the video out, and it's been 4 months since I told the last story time on my Micromanager Carrie. I'm gonna refresh you guys' memory so you guys could remember, but if you have not watched the videos of my manager Carrie previously, I'm going to leave them in the description box down below so you can watch that first before you watch this, because if you watch this you're gonna be confused. So let me give you guys a little bit of a refresher. Carrie was my micromanager that me and her, we did not get along at all, and basically because me and her did not get along, she basically found ways to get me off the schedule so I would not be working at all, right? So at the ending of the last video that I filmed with Carrie, remember I told you guys that I would try to pick up people's shifts and she would basically reject it on the system. And it was very annoying because it just kind of felt like you really trying to stop my bread because you don't like me. And that don't make sense. Like, you don't, like, nobody in this store likes you. The only difference between me and you is that I'm not fake, okay? Like, if I don't like somebody, it's not like I made it be known, because at the end of the day, like, I'm in my job, you know, and you're not gonna like everyone everywhere you go, and there are certain people that you don't like, but they're above you, they're higher than you, so you have to hold a certain level of respect. So it's not like I didn't like Carrie and I was like being like mean or stuff to her. I just did not like Carrie and I was reserved about her, and I stayed in my area, and I just thought that she would just, you know, do the same. But the thing is, Carrie was the type of manager where, like, if she knew that you didn't like her, she would try to find ways to irritate you. And one thing about me is, yeah, I can say like, oh, I don't like a certain manager or something like that, but if you try to, like, if you pester me, I'm gonna pester you back. And that's just how it was with Carrie. Like, I personally felt like since Carrie didn't like me, she tried to find ways to irritate me, and baby, I irritated her ass back. Like, I used to irritate that ass the hell back, because it's like, baby, if you're gonna want to make the job weird for me, baby, I'm gonna make the job weird for you too. So like I said in my last story time, she found ways to make sure that I wasn't on the schedule, and me personally, it just started making me mad, because it's like, you stopping my money, you stopping my bag. Checks went so low, y'all. I went from getting paid so much money, like not so much money, but I went from, you know how you're just used to getting paid a certain amount of money on your checks every week to not getting paid that at all, like not even touching that. I was struggling. Like, I was not making money like that when she started working, because of the sole purpose that this lady was taking me off the schedule. When I was picking up my co-worker shifts, she was rejecting them and bouncing it right back to them. Now, y'all remember I told y'all at the end of the story time, I figured out what she was doing and I confronted her on it. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I ended up confronting her on it. And I'm guessing when she seen that I confronted her on it, what she started doing was she started making the schedule to where if I was working, she would make it to where either, okay, let's say for example, I was working a 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. shift, right? She will make it to where when I come in at 3, she's clocking out at 3, so me and her don't work together. Me personally, I loved it. I loved it. I was like, good. Like, I like that. I actually like that, because, you know, it's the best of both worlds. I don't have to see you like that. You don't have to see me like that, and I still get to work my shift. So she started doing it like that. But like I told you guys before, Carrie was the general manager, and at Ulta, the general managers low-key had to be at the job all the time. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, majority of my general managers were always at work. Like, always was at work, working overtime, or always working, because the general manager was very essential for Ulta. Carrie tried to do that, like, where, like, you know, either she would do it to where when I will be coming in, she'll be clocking out, or she will make it to where she won't work at all that day. And she got away with it for a little bit, but after a while, somebody, I think the district manager told her, like, you have to pick up more hours. And like I told you guys, let me refresh you guys' memory. You guys know that I was in college at the time. So the only time that I could work was on the weekend, and Ulta was the most busiest on the weekend. I'm pretty sure that if I could only work on the weekday and Carrie was doing that, she probably would have got away with it, because Ulta was not that busy on the weekday. But on the weekend, Ulta is booming. Like, everybody wants to go makeup shopping. Everybody, you know, people got shit to do. Nobody's working, you know what I mean? So I'm guessing the district manager told told Carrie, like, you cannot be calling off on the weekends. Like, you gotta go to work. So me and Carrie started working together again. I was so pissed when I seen this bitch back on schedule. Like, I kid you not, I was like, why is she back on schedule, right? So she comes back on schedule, and I'm going to name one of my like, I'm gonna call her my best friends of the job. Me and her were very close. You guys know who I'm talking about if you watch my channel. I went to college with her, so like me and her were close outside of the job. We're gonna call her Princess. We're gonna call her Princess, right? So one of my friends, Princess, like me and Princess, we were mad cool. Like, I loved Princess. You guys know I've never really named her. I always just call her my coworker, but like I gotta name her for this story time because she plays a role in what happened. But if you guys watch my story time, then you guys know that me and Princess were like good. Like, we talked about everything. We were always damn near on the same page about a manager. Like, we just always was on the same page about shit, right? So I remember me and Princess having the conversation of Carrie. Princess told me straight up, she was like, I don't like that hoe. Bitch, I said, bitch, that's why I with you. Like, I don't like her either type shit. Like, I highly dislike her type shit. Like, I dislike the hell out of her. So me and Princess just started, mind you, me and Princess never really talked about Carrie until that moment together. Like, I never told Princess, like, even when I didn't like Carrie, I never really told Princess. Like, I didn't care to. That day that Princess told me she didn't like her, that's when, like, I just told her everything. Like, I told her basically how, like, Carrie, like, she just be doing weird shit. Like, she be trying to make sure that I'm not on schedule, this and that. And come to find out, tell me why Princess told me that Carrie was doing the same thing to her. And I was like, wow. So Carrie ended up not liking Princess. Now, I do not think that Carrie did not like Princess no more than she didn't like me. I'm pretty sure out of everybody at that job, Carrie hated me the most. Because like I said, I always put that girl in her place. Like, when I tell you I always put baby in her place, I always put little baby in her place. Me personally, you're not going to talk to me anyhow and think that I'm not going to talk to you back anyhow. I don't care what position you're in. At the end of the day, you're still a human being just like me. And you have to give me the same respect that I would give you. You know what I mean? She hated me the most out of everyone at the job. But she didn't like Princess either. So me and her, we just had a whole discussion about how, like, you know, she don't like us. And we were just telling each other the stuff that she was doing. And we were just having a discussion about her, right? All right, so fast forward to, like, I'm gonna say a week or two later, right? I do not remember what happened to Carrie's foot. Like, I don't remember what happened, but Carrie's ended up messing up her right foot right before work. She could walk on it, but she could not stand on it for so long. When I tell you guys that, I mean, not Carrie, Princess, my coworker. When I tell you that Princess was still dedicated to making money, this girl still came up here. Y'all already know me, bitch. If I mess up my foot, bitch, y'all not gonna see me for 2 years. Bitch, y'all not gonna see me for 2 hours. Bitch, y'all not gonna see me for 2 minutes. Y'all not gonna see me. Like, if I mess up my foot, I'm calling in, you feel me? But Princess was different. Like, she was on some, I messed up my foot, let me still come to work type shit. We call our cashier the cash wrap, right? I'm pretty sure that's what, if you worked in retail, that's what, you know, the cash wrap. So we're at the back of the cash wrap, you know, and basically Carrie is I don't know, I keep calling my coworker Carrie. Princess is limping, and I see her, like, mind you, I'm already working. Like, I've already started my shit. She came in. So, like, I see her limping to the front. So I'm like, Princess, like, what happened to your foot type shit, you know? She ends up telling me what happened. And I'm like, and you came in today? And she was like, yeah. She said she basically tried to, like, get people to pick up her shift. But they were, like, basically saying no, they didn't want to pick up her shift. So she was like, fuck it, let me just come in. I told her, I said, baby, you a better person than me. Because, baby, personally, me, I would call in still. Like, I'm still calling in. Fuck you mean? Like, I could barely walk type shit. Like, why would I come and stand for all these hours on the foot that is fucked up type, you know? But I was just like, shit, you know, if you like it, I love it type shit. At the back of the cash wrap, there was a rolling chair that was literally right near Princess's cashier. She went to one of the cash registers, and she ended up taking the rolling chair, and she basically was like, basically what she was doing was she was sitting down. Like, she was sitting down. Hold on. She was sitting down, and, you know, she was just sitting down. Now, guys, when the customers came, keep this in mind. When the customers came, she stood up. She stood up, and she basically, like, checked the customers out. You get what I mean? She checked the customers out. Now, let me tell you guys what she did. She would take the chair, and she put her foot she put her knee on the, sorry y'all, my mom was just screaming happy birthday and I couldn't concentrate. Okay. Mind y'all, I literally just told this lady that I was filming. So why is she screaming happy birthday song while I'm filming? Who knows? But let's get back into the story time. Anyways, back into what I was saying. When a customer would come through, Princess will end up standing up so she could check them out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Mommy, I'm filming. You're screaming over my filming. Stop! Damn! My bad, y'all. My mom is disruptive, but I couldn't concentrate because I literally just keep hearing her scream happy birthday over and over. But basically, back into what I was saying. Let me repeat it again. Oh gosh, my mom is so disruptive. But basically what I was saying was when a customer would come through, Princess would stand up and she would end up taking the chair and she'll like put like her knee like on, like she'll rest her knee on the chair to check the customer out. So like, you know, customers were peeping, like they were peeping that, you know, her foot was hurt. So, you know, they were asking her like, what's wrong with your foot, you know? So she was just telling them what happened and they were like, oh my God, and you still came in? And she basically was just telling them like, I tried to get people to get like, you know, to pick up my shift. They couldn't pick up my shift. I didn't want, you know, to not call in without having someone cover me. So I'm here. And y'all, when I tell y'all customers were feeling bad for her, wow, like they were like, I am so sorry. They were like, girl, if it was me, like they were basically saying the same shit that I was saying. Like they were telling her like, girl, if it was me, I would have called in, like F whoever, like, yeah, cool, yeah, it's good to figure to like, you know, have somebody cover your shift, but in critical conditions like this where you could barely walk and you can't even stand on the foot for a long time, call in. Like I didn't even see why she came up there, right? You know, customers were basically just telling her that they hope she gets better. Customers were also telling her that she's a very good employee for still coming into work. And customers were being very positive to her. Felt bad. They genuinely felt bad. And whenever the line will like, you know, go down and there will be nobody in line, she will go back down to sitting in the chair. And, you know, on this specific day, Carrie was working, like she was working, but Carrie was in the office and we had another manager that was on the floor, and basically my coworker Princess ended up explaining what happened to our manager that was on the floor at the moment to like let her know like, hey, I might be sitting down in the chair, but I do stand up when the customers come. I can barely feel my foot. Like my leg is fucked up type shit. And the manager that was on the floor, we were cool with her. She was telling her that's perfectly fine. She can do it. Just as long as she stands up when the customers come, that's all that she cares about. And because I knew that Princess foot was messed up, I was doing majority of the task for her. You know, I was doing the go backs. If you guys do not know what go backs are, y'all know when y'all come to the front and y'all decide that y'all don't want a product anymore. I was putting them back on the floor. I was making sure the cash wrap was clean. I was just doing the things that cashiers are supposed to do when the line is like non-existent. I was doing it and I was making sure that I was on top of it because really it was only me and Princess that were the cashiers at that moment. And I knew that Princess could not physically walk, so I was doing it for her. And I'm telling you guys to keep this in mind. It's not like Princess was sitting in the chair and the cash register was a mess and everything was like, you know, out of order and, you know, I wasn't doing anything. No, it was never that. Like I made sure that day that I was on top of everything just because of the sole purpose that Princess was hurt and I knew she could not physically walk all over the store and put stuff back. When customers were asking me like, hey, I need help with this and that, with color matching, I will go help them. When customers were asking to find products in the back to see if they were in stock, I would go to the back. Like I was doing everything, right? Carrie ends up getting on the headset, and when Carrie used to talk on the headset, y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I just used to tune her out. Like I just used to tune her out because I did not care for her. She gets on the headset and she's like, what am I seeing in the front? And I'm looking like, what is she talking about? But mind you, I wasn't in the front at this time. A customer asked for help and I ended up going to help her. So I was no longer in the front. It was only Princess that was in the front. So Princess, she got on the headset and she was like, what do you mean? What are you seeing in the front? Like what? She's like, I'm gonna come up there in a bit. So Princess says, okay. So I didn't even think anything of it. I end up helping that customer that asked for help, and I went back to the cash register, right? So I went back to the, as soon as I went back to the cash register, it's like Carrie was coming up to the front of the store. So when Carrie came to the corner of the cash register, she kind of looked, bro, y'all, the look that she gave Princess was like as if Princess killed her loved one. Like she was looking at Princess like, that bitch was looking at Princess like Princess ate her lunch. Like she was looking at Princess like she had an issue with her. She was like, so then Princess was like, yeah. Mind you, Princess was sitting in a chair. So she says, Princess, 2 questions. She said, where did you get that chair from, number 1? And number 2, why are you sitting in a chair instead of helping Irene with the cash register? So Princess was like, basically explaining everything that she explained to me and the customers to Carrie about her foot, how she fucked up her foot. She tried to get somebody to cover for her, but nobody could cover, so she still decided to come in. She said that she asked the manager if she could do that. The manager said she could sit in the chair as long as, you know, when the customer comes, she stands up. And so she's explaining everything. Mind you, while she's explaining everything, Carrie's looking at her like this. And y'all already know, if y'all watched the last story times, I told y'all, Carrie will be there saying, but she's not agreeing with you at all. As a matter of fact, whenever Carrie is saying, just know that you're in trouble because she's not agreeing with nothing that you're saying. So she was like, and I'm just looking at her like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like talking about, So after Princess gets done saying everything, she tells Princess, you cannot sit in that chair. So Princess is like, well, I already got the approval from the manager that, like, I cannot stand on my 2 feet for a long time, So then she was like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but you cannot sit in that chair. It's unprofessional. Customers are not going to like that. So, you know, I butted in. So I told her, I was like, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I don't, the customers haven't been complaining about her sitting in the chair. I said, if anything, they've been feeling bad for her. Y'all know what Carrie said? Carrie said, I'm not talking to you. See, let me, bitch, let me take out my rings. Bitch, let me even take out my nose ring. Cause bitch, I'm talking to you. 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 I hate when people say I'm not talking to you. I don't give a fuck who you talking to. I'm talking to you. So at this point, y'all, when I tell y'all, it took everything in me to not be like, but bitch, I'm talking to you. It took everything. Like, when I tell you, I was like, even my coworker was like, so she, mind you, she did it so rude, y'all. She's like, I'm not talking to you. I was like, so then she went back. I didn't say nothing, y'all. When I tell you my blood was boiling, my blood was, I wanted to slap the hell out of Carrie. Like, not on no funny shit. So she went back talking to, what's her face? She went back talking to my coworker. So she starts saying, Princess, that is against the policy. No cashier is supposed to be sitting down on the job. That shows that, like, you know, you're lazy, you're not doing your job. She was like, if you're sitting down, who's doing the go backs? Who's cleaning the register? Mind you, when I tell you that register was spick and span, y'all, that hoe was clean that day. Just because of the sole purpose that I knew that Princess was not going to be able to help me. So I was on top of my A game because we were closing. Like, we were closing that day. We were the last 2 cashiers for the whole day. So I wanted to make sure that that register was as clean as possible. So by the time the ending of the day came, I didn't have to worry about cleaning it up right before we left. Because it was a Saturday, it was packed, you know what I mean? So I had that register clean. Like, everything was put in order, everything was placed properly. The go backs were not filled to the top. Like, there were very little go backs. Like, I was on top of my A game that day. So like, when she started talking about that the cashier was gonna get dirty and stuff, Princess butted in and was like, no, Irene's been the one helping me with the cash register. Irene's been the one helping me with the go backs. Like, everything is clean. Like, what are you talking about, right? But mind you, she turns around and she's like, but Irene is only one person. So she's like, I mean, I understand that Irene is only one person, but I'm telling you that I cannot physically walk all over the store and put back all these products. I cannot physically walk like that. I'm limping everywhere. My foot hurts. Like, I cannot. The only thing that I can do for right now is check out customers. I cannot physically walk everywhere. And this lady, instead for her to have the decency to tell my coworker, thank you for coming in on the when you damn near broke your foot. I don't want to say she broke her foot, but you damn near injured your foot and you still came in. Except for this bastard to tell my coworker, thank you so much for coming in, even though you're injured. I appreciate it so much. Do as much as you can. She tells her that sitting in the chair is unprofessional, and she also tells her how is she gonna put the go backs. This girl just told you she can't physically walk. Why are you worried about her putting the go backs when I'm here too? Like I said before, Carrie just liked harassing people. She was a micromanager and she liked harassing people. Like, she was a harasser. She basically tells me, to take that chair from her. I said, oh, you talking to me now? Oh, baby, I became petty. Baby, I became petty. You talking to me now? Baby, I thought you wasn't talking to me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I thought you wasn't talking to me. But now all of a sudden you talking to me because you want me to help you do what? You want me to help you what? Like, whatchamacallit? You want me to help you do what? You want me to help you take the chair from my coworker? No, I'm not doing that. So I told her straight up, I said, that don't got nothing to do with me. I said, if you don't want her to have the chair, you go get it. I'm not gonna take the chair from her. So right when I said that, mind you, Carrie, she just mean bugged me. She didn't say nothing to me. So my manager, the one who approved my coworker to have the chair, ends up coming to the front, like, you know, just coincidentally. And she ends up confronting my manager. She's like, so did you allow this young lady to sit in a chair instead of standing? And my manager ends up telling her, yeah, she hurt her foot. She came in. She said she could barely walk. So I just told her, like, you know, when customers are not in line, she can sit down, but when they come, she can stand up and put her foot on top of the chair. Mind you, while she's talking, Carrie's doing this. So after my manager gets done saying everything, she ends up telling my manager, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that here. So we're just all looking at her like, this bitch is crazy type shit. Like, she's mad crazy. She ends up telling my manager that she should have checked in with her first before doing that. That's unprofessional. That if a customer sees Carrie sitting down at the job, that a customer can call customer service and report Prince. If a customer sees, I don't know why I keep calling my coworker Carrie. I mean to call her Princess, y'all. That if a customer sees Princess sitting down at the job, that a customer can call customer service and report them, and they could get in trouble. Blah blah blah. All this bullshit. Like, just all this bullshit. And I'm just personally looking like, if a customer has so much time on her hands that she glances over while she's shopping, that she sees a cashier in the front sitting down in a chair, and she decides to go and call customer service on that cashier, on that cashier for sitting down in the chair, then that customer is a lunatic, okay? That customer has too much time on her hands, and that customer needs some dick, okay? Because you have to be a miserable, low-life, conniving type of girl. And I say girl because I really want to say bitch. But you have to be a miserable, low-life, conniving type of person to see somebody sitting down on the job and call the customer service without even asking questions. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make sense. But see, this is the thing. I personally feel like Carrie would do that. And so that's why Carrie was so concerned, because Carrie is that customer. And I think that Carrie would do some shady shit like that. She would do some shady shit like, see, if she was shopping at a store and she seen a cashier sitting on the chair and they weren't supposed to be sitting on the chair, she's the type that will call customer service and snitch. So that's the reason why she was so worried about it. She gets done telling my manager all that. My manager was like, okay, so what do you want the girl to do? Do you want the girl to go home? Because the girl is saying that she cannot physically stand for too long on her feet. So right when my coworker tells Carrie that, a customer ends up coming to check out. So we stop talking about it, right? So I end up checking the customer out, and then the line starts filling up again. So basically what my manager ends up telling Princess, which is not Carrie, the other manager, because when me and Princess start checking out customers, Carrie and the other manager, they're talking, they're having conversations with each other. So by the time the line goes down, my manager ends up telling Princess, okay, you cannot sit down no more. What you can do is just keep your foot on the chair, but you cannot physically sit down. And Princess agrees that she can do that, right? So then Carrie turns around and she's like, and can you do go backs too? The girl just said she cannot walk all over the store. Y'all already know Ulta's a pretty big store. The girl just said she could barely walk. What makes you think that the girl can do go backs? And so right when Carrie said that, my manager was like, why can't Irene do go backs? So then she says, well, I understand that Irene can do go backs, but at the same time, I don't just want Irene doing go backs only because it's not fair to Irene. Now it's not fair to me. Now it's not fair to me. When your bitch ass was taking me off the schedule for months and I didn't have no money in my bank account, it wasn't fair to me then, right? Oh, okay, yeah. So I was just looking at her like, bitch, you ain't fooling no one. Like, who think you fooling type shit? Like, you're not fooling anybody. You trying to make it look like, oh, it's not fair to Irene. It's not fair to Irene. You do not give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? Like, cut the cap. So when she said, I was just looking at her like, girl, bye. So I butted in and I said, I can do the go backs. I've been doing the go backs since we got here. Look at the tray. The tray is damn near empty. I can do the go backs. I'm good. So she rolled her eyes and she walked off, y'all. She literally rolled her eyes and she walked off. So from that day, we were just like, nah, like this lady is crazy. Like we were talking shit about her. Me and Princess was talking shit about her. My manager, she was talking shit about her. Like everybody was talking shit about her. Like people started really disliking her. When I tell you that like people hated this lady, people hated her. Like it was like a lot of people just did not like this lady after that. Everybody was talking about it around the store. We were telling other people that wasn't in the cash registers what happened. People were shocked. People were talking like, wow, like she's inconsiderate, this is and that, da da da. So it was just weird. Like it was a weird situation. And honestly, from that day forward, I knew for a given fact. I mean, before I already knew that I didn't like this lady, but from that day forward, I was like, I don't want to say this word, but I hated her. I kid you not, I hated this lady. Like it's not a good thing to say, but I hated her. I hated this lady's guts with a passion because I just personally felt like she was a tad bit racist. Like I'm not gonna lie, she was a tad bit racist, but I don't even want to say she was racist because she was a bitch to everyone. I'm gonna be real. She was a bitch to everyone, but to the black girls, like it's like she amplified it. You know what I mean? Y'all, so that is the ending of this story time. That's it. We do have another part. I'm probably got one more story on Carrie, and I'm going to talk about how she ended up not really getting fired, but like we damn near voted her out of the job. So that's the last story time on Carrie. No, I got another. Well, that will go into the story time of Carrie getting fired. That will go into it. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And I'm pretty sure I am going to finish this series out next week. So you guys don't have to worry about me coming 4 months later finishing another series out. But like I told you guys in my last story time, if you are new to the channel and this is your first time watching me, I am doing a giveaway on this channel. I'm doing a scavenger hunt giveaway. So this is the question that I have for y'all. And if you are new to the channel, you might not get these questions, okay? So just sit back, relax, watch my videos, okay? And just vibe out, shawty. But if you are not new to the channel, this is the next question for the scavenger hunt giveaway. In the story time titled, I met the side chick, plus she tried to fight me, you guys need to tell me the name of the guy that I was dating. Tell me the name of the guy that I was dating in that story time. And also in that story time, if you guys do not remember, he ended up getting arrested. Please let me know in the comment section down below, why did he get arrested? Like what caused him to get arrested, and what is the name of that boy that I was dating in that story time. And the title of the video is called I Met the Side Chick, plus she tried to fight me. And it was a story time that I told a year ago. So you guys go ahead, y'all answer it. Y'all are quick with the first giveaway that I did. Y'all answered that shit in so like I couldn't believe y'all answered the question that fast. Also, y'all, I do want to say this. And also another thing is, with the last girl who won the giveaway, congratulations to her if she's watching. I told you guys that after you guys win, I'm gonna at you guys and I'm going to show you guys. I basically told you guys that after y'all win, I'm going to at you under and you guys have to drop your Instagram handle. So that's what I ended up doing with that girl. But basically, I don't know what happened, but for some unknown reason, YouTube did not post her Instagram handle. Like, she gave me her Instagram handle, but YouTube did not show it on my end. So she had to end up DMing me, and that's how I found her. So what I would say is the same rules that I told you guys from the beginning still applies. If you guys end up winning and I at y'all, drop your Instagram handles. But another thing that I will want you guys to do for sure is to DM me and to screenshot the conversation that I have between me and you or whatnot. DM me your Instagram handle, basically, like DM it to me or whatnot, and show me like how the other girl did, just in case, because I don't know, for some unknown reason, she dropped her Instagram handle and YouTube never showed me like her Instagram. She had to DM me, and that's how I found out about her Instagram or whatnot. So yeah, the same rules still apply. And if you are new to the channel and you do not know what's going on, I'm going to leave the video down below in the description box of how to enter this giveaway. I'm going to leave that original video in the description box. And yes, so I love you guys so much. Y'all make sure y'all wish me a happy birthday if y'all haven't. And I also dropped a video today, but it's gonna be considered tomorrow. I mean, no, it's going to be considered yesterday. I dropped a video titled, Get Ready With Me for a Date. I went on a date the other day, and I just wanted to get ready with y'all. If you guys want something new on the channel, I know you guys love my story times, but all my videos hit. So if you guys want something new on the channel, y'all should definitely go check that out, because I also told a little mini story time in that video too. So yeah, just go ahead and check out the videos. And if you guys have not liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up. The fact that I am sitting down filming for you guys on my birthday shows how much I love you guys so much. So please be considerate and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.